Police Department fired an officer after an investigation revealed he lied about using excessive force against an arrested person. We want to warn you, the video is hard to watch. According to Fort Worth Police, Mitchell Miller arrested someone for public intoxication in January. This is that video where police released of that incident while they were walking toward the jail entrance. The arrested person turned toward Miller, and Miller reacted by shoving him to the ground, as you just saw there. The victim lost consciousness when he fell and hit that concrete. Miller didn't report the incident and later said he didn't use force. Investigators say another Fort Worth officer reported what had happened. The case has been forwarded to the Tarrant County District Attorney's Office for review.
In this case, this arresting officer testified, did he not, that he had never seen anybody case a joint.
That is correct. He did so testify.
He also testified that he'd been on that same area for some 30 years doing the following things: checking for pickpockets and shoplifting.
That is correct.
So where did he get his expertise about somebody's about to commit a robbery?
I think that he would get his expertise by virtue of the fact that he had been a member of the police department for 40 years. And by being a member of the police department for 40 years, I'm quite sure that even if by osmosis, some knowledge would have to come to him of the various degrees of crimes.
Now we get intuition by osmosis.
Not at all, sir. Not at all. Not at all. I did not mean, I didn't mean to imply that, nor did I mean any disrespect by so using that particular term. I think that, for example, if I, as a lawyer, am around a particular office for a number of years, that I certainly must gain knowledge about various concepts of law that may come about from time to time.
There are exceptions to that.
I would agree with the court in these circumstances also.
Mr. Payne, the point is that the only thing he noticed was a man leave from talking to another man and go across the street, look in a window, and go back.
I disagree.
Now, number one, you'll agree that everybody that looks in a public window is not casing a joint.
Agreed.
But they did do it twice or three times. How many times?
It's
not too clear to me in the record.
May I then, in response to the Justice's question, indicate, first of all, and clarify this. His testimony was not that he didn't like them. His testimony was that he didn't like their looks. Now, I don't think that he meant by that any reference to pigmentation or anything else.
And anyone with two eyes in his head and with roughly normal vision can look around him and see that there's a vast and permanent difference between the white and colored people. That is, Abraham Lincoln so wisely said a number of years ago, would forever prohibit them from living on terms of equality in the same society. That, just in a nutshell, is the reason.
I think that he meant by that, when we take the entire record into consideration, the fact that this was in a downtown area.
But didn't your own court say he still did not have probable cause for arrest? As of this point, we're now at.
The trial court indicated that at this point that there was not probable cause for arrest. The appellate court did indicate that there was probable cause for arrest after the frisk took place.
No, I mean, well, we haven't frisked him yet.
That is correct.
So he didn't have probable cause to arrest when he approached.
I would agree with this.
And he didn't get probable cause till he put his hand on the butt of the gun.
He didn't get probable cause to arrest
him until he put his hand on the butt of the gun in his inside coat pocket.
No, sir.
Counsel for petitioner says he didn't have it when he laid hands on him and turned him around.
I would agree with. He did not have probable cause to arrest.
Right.
I would agree that he would have probable cause to frisk or to lay hands on him at this point.
Why?
Because of the nature of the circumstances and protection of his own life.
He didn't see it go. He didn't say he saw a gun bulging or anything like that.
No, he did not say that he saw a gun bulging. He indicated that they were casing a joint for robbery, which implies a crime of violence, which implies that they have a gun, which implies a crime of violence, which implies that they have a gun.
And then Thurgood Marshall will vote for Terry laws.